What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Arccway, a new direction of a modern man. My name is Tolu, and this is Zack. So today we're going to be talking about two colognes you guys should check out. So Zack is going to take us through them, and he's going to break it down for us. Let's go.
Alright, so we got Brother T here. We got some two fine fragrances here to be showcasing. These are two brand new ones we haven't talked about. Let's start off with the Givenchy, the brand new one, Givenchy Gentleman BOISE. So it's an eau de perfume concentration.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the previous release, which is just Givenchy Gentleman eau de perfume.
Okay.
But this one, BOISE, in French, BOISE means wood. So they really wanted to integrate this burning wood, so like this campfire and cottage type cedar and smoke type note,
Okay.
with like a fresh iris, and then like I noticed that like when all the notes mix together, it's kind of got this like bubblegum type sweetness that, I don't know, if you were to compare it to a fragrance, it would be like, imagine you took Paco Rabanne 1 million, you mixed with Versace Arrows, but you made it very like woodsy. So it's just kind of got this like date night sexiness, but it's woodsy.
Okay.
So I'd say like, let's try it on.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, a couple things I've noticed with this fragrance here is that trying it on myself, the longevity on the skin is actually fantastic. When I competed against my creeds, I would do the Fragrance Olympics. I always find that this one here stays on the skin basically just as long as the creeds, maybe like a couple hours less. But I mean, like, this thing is for sure a full day of wear on the skin. The only complaint I would have is sometimes projection-wise, if you do like 4 sprays, you might not be projecting. Its sillage is kind of moderate. So I'd say maybe just try on like 6-7 sprays if you want to have like more of a larger sillage bubble and you want people to compliment you.
Where would that be typically? Like, I know you can break it down on your channel as well, but for the people on this channel, where exactly would that be?
Yeah.
Where's the 7 points of spraying?
So 7 points of spraying, and when I would put this bad boy on too, from just trying in different spots on my neck and everything. So I found that kind of right here is actually a really good spot, because I was kind of feeling around my neck and I was like, where's the warmest spot on my neck?
Okay.
I figured out that when I put my hands kind of where my collarbones meet my neck, I found that it gets really warm down there. So I was like, you know what, if this is a warm pulse point, why am I not taking advantage of this and spraying some fragrance on it? So I'll do like 1, 2 here. If I feel like I just want to project a bit more, I'll put a bit more on.
Okay.
I'll still do underneath the ears, but it's not really when you spray underneath the ears, it's kind of like, it's more so the sun can kind of hit it from a side direction.
Makes sense.
My personal recommendation when wearing this, if you want a beastly projection, would be put it like, I'd say 3 to 4 on each side of the neck, so 8 total.
Really?
Typically with fragrance, you're not supposed to wear like a ton, but at the same time, you want to be noticeable.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be like super close to you where no one can smell it.
Okay. So like you're saying 2 here, maybe 2 behind the ear, and then
2 behind the neck.
2 behind the neck.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
That too. That's brilliant. Okay, so
what do we think?
Yeah, let's smell it. Yeah. Okay. First of all, the cedar, the wood, like just like you said, that's exactly what I smell. And this is actually, I like this scent. I remember we sampled the vanilla before.
Yes.
You gifted that to me, and that was a great present. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
And I think this has that total contrast to the vanilla, which we had before, which I actually have right here. If anyone want to see that, from the vanilla to the cedar, which is a great combination of mixes.
Yes.
I like it. It's the polar opposite, right?
So if we were to put the original eau de perfume, this is the original one, guys, and just to compare bottles for you, the new one here, it's got the gold writing on it, so I'd say it's a bit more bougie presentation. They leather wrapped it as well. The older one, it's just a classic black bottle. It's got the nice glass finish to it, and it just says Givenchy Gentleman Paris. This one here, it doesn't say anything different, but the gold writing indicates it's BOISE. So I would say, like, on your other wrists, like, let's just compare the two frags, and let's just kind of see, like, now that you've tried on the new one, just kind of comparing, and I'll just do it the same on myself.
For sure, yes. Please join me.
Yes, when I see nice fragrance being sprayed, I have to take in. So so we've got these 2 bad boys over here, and I guess, like, so this one here, the original, it was known for a really nice vanilla note to it. When I smell this guy here, it's got a more balanced, like, vanilla and cocoa type note, but that mixes in with the sandalwood and the burning wood type scent profile that they've injected in the fragrance. Personally, I get more of kind of like a sharper, it's kind of like a licorice-y type scent from this one. It's like a cognac, almost like a cognac and vanilla from the original. When I smell the new one, it's kind of like a more sweeter cognac with kind of like a bubblegum note.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that vanilla. 100%.
But I mean, if you're looking for a vanilla projection beast, the original with the vanilla is fantastic. I would just say personally for summertime wear, I really, really like this one just because like it's kind of like it's date night mixed in with more of a professional, like it's kind of, I'd say, well-rounded. This guy here I would say is kind of like, you know, you're smoking a cigar or you know, you just want to be a bit more alpha and masculine, and this thing, it's just very strong, especially for a winter's day. So this is kind of like the summer version of something that's I guess you could say more refined.
Yeah, something to sit into in the evening for sure. Yeah. Definitely a good scotch or something, good dark liquor would go good with this. Absolutely. Has that woodsy smell. It's outdoor friendly. Honestly, I'm excited to try that because I just want to see how that kind of resonates off my body.
Right.
But the woodsy smell is a great smell for anyone out there that wants to, is the outdoor explorer pretty much. Someone who likes to go out at the same time, kind of grounded in themselves. Go with something like that if you don't want to go for something a little more, I won't say citrusy.
Right.
Say citrusy.
Yeah, not too much citrus at all.
Yeah, but maybe like dark wood, mahogany.
Yeah. I would say like these two as well, and when we're going to talk about Givenchy Gentleman BOISE, this guy here is just fantastic for like an everyday wear for summertime. If you're going to your cottage, you're going to be surrounded by woods and outdoors type vibes. And let's say you've got a pretty girl beside you, or and you want to just impress someone's nose, but at the same time you want to smell very masculine and very like very similar to your surrounding but different. Yeah. This one is perfect. I could just picture a cottage. You get the fireplace burning.
Oh yeah. Some s'mores.
It smells like a damn good time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I love the bottle. I love the gold writing and the leather wrap. So
yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to give it a personal rating.
Yeah.
So if I were to rate both of these fragrances, I'm going to give this one for a summertime wear. I'm going to give it about 7.5 just because if I'm going to give anything an 8, 9, or 10, it's got to be something like... so I would give Dior Sauvage an 8, but I wouldn't rate it any higher. If I were to give something a 9 or a 10, it's going to be like Creed or something like that.
Okay.
So I just find it important to be very honest. But I mean, I'm not always handing out 7.5 ratings either, right? So if I'm going to give a 7.5 rating, you should easily consider that to be one of the top scents that you consider to buy for yourself, because there's quite a few scents that I will give like a 4 or a 3, and this thing you should not buy. Wow. So 7.5, I'm not going to say this is an 8, a 9, or a 10 just because... that's for something that's really shocks my nose. It's a different scent. Yeah. But this one here, it does a great job for an everyday wear. Really good for going out, and for its price point, I mean, like guys, it's it's unbeatable. You can't beat it. It's like $121 at the Hudson's Bay or Shoppers Drug Mart.
Good entry point for someone like that.
And if I were to rate the original, so if I were to do the comparison rating, so 7.5, I am going to give this one an 8. The reason why I would give the Eau de Perfume an 8 is because every time I've worn it and I've smoked a cigar, which cigars typically mask fragrance, this thing always beats out anything that's in the environment that's competing with the fragrance. So if smoke goes on top of my skin and it kind of clutters it, I want to make sure that I can get rid of that smokiness and my fragrance can push through it and it can project still. So if someone smokes a cigarette near me or whatever, and I find that the vanilla in this was just very, very well done. It's got that cognac, leather, and vanilla type scent, so it's simple, masculine, and alpha.
Makes sense.
And it's very different. There's not many scents that smell like this, and I would just say for its projection, its longevity, and just the way I've smelt it even on some of my buddies when they walk around or when we go to the bar, I'm going to give this one an 8. So, okay. I mean, the way to know which one's best for you, you just try both on each hand. So you put one here, and you let them just battle it out, and whatever smells the sweetest and lasts the longest on the skin, it's perfect for you.
Yeah. So for me, I think I would never go... Well, my experience with this is I don't have much experience. That's the basis of what I'm saying. So I'll probably just give it like a 7.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly what I'm going to get myself into smelling this. And, your nose is very sharp with it. So I would go for 7 with that. It's a good smell and it blends really easy with like cigars and stuff. So like Zach was saying, if you want to mask something, the vanilla bean will be totally way more better for sure. But for the woodsy outdoors smell of the Givenchy, that's a 7 for me. I do like it. At the same time, I still gotta experiment with it a little more, and that's the rating I'll give it.
Yeah, and I would say, like, you know, if we're gonna give it like a 4 or 5, I mean, like, I'll do a video in the future where I, you know, attack a couple fragrances and I give them low reviews, but you know, it's not because I hate on the brand. It's because I've tested it, I've smelt it on other people, and I can fully confirm that they're just like, you know, if you're going to spend X amount of money, you might as well be getting the best of the best for what you're willing to spend, right?
Yeah.
So many options out there.
Because people want to know, like, what's the most overpriced colognes out there that are shit? You know what I mean? So like that's a reasonable thing people would want to see. And
we're definitely going to do a video on that because I think it's important to inform people that just because a fragrance goes for a high price point does not make it special, right?
100%. Yet again, guys, thank you guys for watching Arccway, A New Direction of Modern Man. And this is all about self-care. At the end of the day, invest in yourself, invest into your life, and then your life will become better. Thank you for having Zack here. And you guys can check out his content on his YouTube channel, also his IG. Ask him any questions directly. He's the go-to guy if you guys have any questions. And we'll see you guys soon.